1 year ago, I was working 60-hour weeks, barely scraping by, telling myself I'd figure out this online business thing someday. But here's what nobody tells you about selling digital products. While I was overthinking everything, a therapist named CounsellorCronan was quietly making $2.8 million selling simple PDF workbooks on Etsy. And the craziest part? She did it with what most people would call the lazy approach. Maximum automation, minimal effort, zero fancy marketing. I reverse engineered her entire system, and I will show you how you can build your own empire in the next 30 days. Look, I'm not going to pretend I'm some business guru who figured this out overnight. 1 year ago, I was that person with 47 browser tabs open, all titled How to Make Money Online. And somehow, I still had no idea what I was doing. I had what I call shiny object syndrome meets analysis paralysis. A deadly combination that kept me broke but very well informed about being broke. But then something happened that changed everything. I was procrastinating, again. Probably should have been doing actual work, but instead I was deep in an Etsy rabbit hole at 2 a.m. That's when I stumbled across this shop that looked boring, random worksheets, no fancy graphics, no Instagram-worthy branding, just simple PDFs that looked like homework from therapy sessions. And I'm sitting there thinking, these look like something I could make in Microsoft Word after 3 cups of coffee and a breakdown. That's when I realized I'd been approaching this all wrong. I was trying to build the Rolls-Royce when people just wanted a bicycle that actually worked, but this was just the beginning of my education. So I decided to become a digital detective and figure out how the heck someone makes millions selling what looks like fancy homework. First discovery? It's not about what you think people need. It's about what they're desperately Googling at 3 a.m. Here's the method I developed that you can use right now, the Google Confession Booth method. Step 1. Go to Google and type help with, don't hit enter yet. Just watch those autocomplete suggestions. These are literally people's confessions to Google. Write down everything. Step 2. Try these variations. How to stop problem. Why do I struggle? Topic, but I can't. I need help with area. I'm not kidding when I say this is like eavesdropping on the world's biggest therapy session. Step 3. Validate the pain with Reddit because people are brutally honest there. First, find relevant subreddits. Sort by top posts of all time and then look for posts with 1,000 plus upvotes. Screenshot the most common complaints. Pro tip. The more specific the pain point, the more they'll pay to solve it. I'm stressed is worth $5. I can't sleep because I replay embarrassing conversations from 2019 is worth $50. And here's where it gets really interesting. I discovered that the most profitable problems have 3 things in common. They keep people awake at night. They affect relationships or money. They make people feel ashamed to talk about them. That's when I realized I was sitting on a gold mine of awkward Google searches in my browser history. Now, here's where most people panic. But I'm not a therapist. I don't know how to create workbooks. Neither was I. But I had something better. I had Claude. Here's the exact system I developed for creating professional workbooks without being a professional anything. The Claude Workbook Wizard Method. Step 1. Feed Claude your research. I found that people in niche struggle with specific pain point. They're searching for exact phrases from Google. Create a 15-page workbook structure that addresses this problem with practical exercises and reflection prompts. Step 2. Get specific with your prompts. Make this workbook for someone whose specific situation. They've tried common failed solutions and feel specific emotion. Include daily exercises, weekly check-ins, and progress tracking. Step 3. Request the content. Now write the complete content for each page. Make it conversational, empathetic, and actionable. Include specific examples and avoid generic advice. The beautiful part. Claude doesn't just give you content. It gives you better content than most experts because it has access to thousands of successful approaches. But here's my favorite part, and this is where it gets a little ridiculous. I actually started asking Claude to make the workbooks sound like they were written by different personas. The understanding best friend, the no-nonsense coach, the wise mentor, and the recovered person who's been there. Same pain point, different voices, different price points. It's like having a whole team of experts in your computer who work for free and never need coffee breaks. And here's another pro tip. Always end your Claude sessions with, now create 5 social media posts that would make people want this workbook. You'll thank me later, but creating the workbook is only half the battle. Where most people lose their minds is trying to piece together 47 different tools, subscriptions, and platforms that don't talk to each other. I spent 2 weeks trying to connect Shopify to MailChimp to Calendly to... You get the picture. It was like trying to make a smoothie with a hammer. Then I discovered GoHighLevel, and honestly, it felt like cheating. Here's why GoHighLevel is perfect for lazy entrepreneurs. It handles everything in one place. The front end gives you a drag and drop site builder with professional templates that actually look modern. Plus, it's mobile responsive because we're not living in 2003 anymore. The back end handles all the business stuff you hate dealing with. Payment processing, email automation, customer management can all work together automatically. The 30-minute store setup. Step 1. Choose a template. 5 minutes of decision paralysis. Step 2. Upload your workbook as a digital product. You can use Etsy or Gumroad for this. Step 3. Set your price and payment options. Step 4. Connect your email automation. Step 5. Test everything works. The genius part. Everything is connected automatically. Someone buys your workbook, they immediately get the download link, a welcome email. They get added to your email list and enrolled in your follow-up sequence. No more. Did the email send? Is the download working? Why is my automation broken? But here's the best part, and this is where GoHighLevel becomes almost unfair. You can create unlimited funnels, unlimited email sequences, unlimited everything, so you can test different versions of your store, different price points, different email sequences, all from one dashboard. It's like having a whole marketing team, but the team is actually competent and doesn't ask for raises. Here's where most people think they need to become TikTok famous or Instagram influencers overnight. Wrong. Dead wrong. You don't need to be the next Mr. Beast. You just need to be consistently helpful in the right places. The platform strategy. Pick your poison. Instagram works great for visual learners. Think carousel posts with workbook pages, transformation stories, and simple graphics with powerful quotes. TikTok targets short attention spans with POV. You're using this workbook videos and quick tips from your content. YouTube suits deep divers who want full tutorials and system explanations. The lazy creators options. You can either do it yourself, spending 2 to 3 hours weekly using Canva for graphics and your phone for videos, or hire Fiverr creators for $50 to $100 per week. But here's a third option most people don't know about. You can get featured on established pages by offering them a percentage of sales or a fixed fee for shoutouts. Many Instagram and TikTok accounts with 100,000 plus followers will promote your workbook to their audience in exchange for 20 to 30% commission or $200 to $500 upfront. The compound effect of consistency. Your content doesn't disappear. It accumulates. Old posts still get discovered. Email list keeps growing. Customers refer friends and algorithms start favoring you. This is the minimum viable consistency you need to follow for success. 3 posts per week on your chosen platform. 1 email per week to your list. 1 new workbook per month. 1 hour per day on business activities. That's it. That's the whole system. And here's what really matters. It's not about perfect content. It's not about viral posts. It's about being the person who shows up when everyone else gives up. Most people quit in 30 days. Some make it to 60. Almost nobody makes it to 90. If you can consistently execute this system for 90 days, you'll be in the top 5% of people who actually follow through. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a get-rich-consistently system. You won't make $10,000 in your first month. You might not even make $100. But if you stick with it, month 6 could change your life. And here's something that will blow your mind about the workbook business. After implementing this system and helping 23 other people do the same, I've discovered something incredible. The workbook business has superpowers. Low overhead, no inventory, no shipping, no physical products. High margins, $10 to $50 products with 95% profit margins. Scalable, create once, sell forever. Recession proof, people always need help with problems. Location, independent, run from anywhere with Wi-Fi. As promised, here is a 4-week-long plan that if you follow, you have it set in less than a month. Week 1, pain point research plus Claude workbook creation. Week 2, GoHighLevel store setup plus email sequences. Week 3, content creation plus platform strategy. Week 4, launch plus consistency plan. The most important thing I've learned, Success isn't about being perfect. It's about being persistent. The people who succeed aren't the ones with the best first workbook. They're the ones who create their 10th workbook while everyone else is still researching their first one. Remember where I started this story? Overwhelmed, broke, and stuck in tutorial hell? Over 1 year later, I'm recording this from Bali, watching automated sales notifications pop up while I'm laying on my bed. Not because I'm some business genius, but because I finally stopped overthinking and started implementing. Look, you already know what you need to do. The question is, are you going to join the 95% who bookmark this video and do nothing, or the 5% who actually take action? Here's the thing. I could keep talking about theory, but you need the step-by-step playbook. So I created the Lazy Entrepreneur Workbook Empire Guide. It's literally everything I wish I had when I started. The exact Claude prompts I use for workbook creation. GoHighLevel setup step-by-step walkthrough. Content templates for Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Email sequences that convert browsers to buyers. 50+ proven workbook ideas, frameworks. I'm offering this for 50% off with code WORKBOOK50 for the first 500 people who grab it. After that, it goes to the full price because honestly, it's worth way more than that. Link is in the description. Your future self will either thank you for taking action today or regret that you didn't. While you're thinking about it, someone else is already implementing it. Your potential customers are searching for solutions right now. Will they find your workbooks or someone else's?